Alright, now, stop making noises. Alright, now, we're done. So, let's just wait for this shit to finish. Alright, now, I'm going to, ask you, some questions about your experience with the game. Alright?
War.
So, as like a retrospective, what was your favorite part?
Hmm. I'll try to remember all of them real quick. I definitely think that the ending was pretty intense. I have to say that was pretty enjoyable. I think that the gravity thing, if that was actually part of the game, I hate it completely. If that's like a modifier, I
Well,
still
that's
hate it.
just we're just talking about our favorite parts right now. Um, so you said your favorite part was like the warthog run at the end.
I would say, yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
I would tend to agree. I think that is my favorite part, and then I think also I like the first level a lot. I think it does a really good job of teaching you like the mechanics. Obviously, when you're playing single player, it has a longer tutorial, so that way you kind of know what's going on. But yeah, it's pretty fun. What was your least favorite part?
Um, hmm. That level we played right before this one, where we had to go back through that map. It was like
That was your least favorite
rooms and
one?
rooms and bridges and bridges.
I would say that my least favorite part was either Assault on the Control Room or the library. I think it was kind of droll. I think they kind of reuse a lot, and I think it's kind of just boring. Because it's you just repeat a lot of sections. But Assault on
That's
the
like most
Control
of the
Room
game
does
though.
get the tank. But Assault on the Control Room does get the tank, so that is pretty cool.
I feel like that's most of the game though, is to just reuse things over and over again.
hmm I think that yeah. So I think maybe the library was my least favorite part, or maybe uh, Two Betrayals isn't that good either, but um, the Banshees are cool, so I'll give it a pass. I think the library was just the least good part. What was your favorite mission overall?
Um, I feel like the the final mission probably. I feel like even though I was only vaguely paying attention to the story, it definitely felt like an appropriate final mission. With all the build up and the epic music. Even though, again, the music I feel like is very very loud, way louder than it really needs to be. I have to admit that it was pretty good. So, the last level I think one of my favorite levels.
hmm
Plus it has my favorite part in it. So obviously, my favorite
Yeah,
level.
I'm inclined to agree. I think doing it in single player it sucks pretty bad because it's like um, it's a lot harder to get down the whatchamacallits, get down the vent coverings and then hit it with the vent stuff, but with one person who has a rocket launcher and one person who has two guns who can kind of clear out the flood and the sentinels and all that shit, I feel like it definitely goes by a lot faster.
I think
So I think in this playthrough, I think the maw was the best one. Um, yeah. Um, what was your least favorite mission? I think it was the last one. I think you said it was.
my least favorite part probably was that one mission where it had all the
What was your
flood on the
least favorite
bridge. Um, my least favorite
whole mission? What was your least
mission.
favorite whole mission? Yeah.
I can like barely remember the mission. It's crazy. I can't even remember the first couple.
Uh,
But of the ones we played in the last 2 days, um, I didn't like whatever one the flood was. What was the flood? Very
the
first mission.
one where the flood first come out.
Yeah. What was that one?
Oh, I love that mission. 343 Guilty Spark. Yeah,
No,
that
not.
one's
What was the one after that?
the library.
believe that one was I can't remember a
The
lot
one
about
where
that.
we were killing each other?
Yeah, that one was kind of boring. It was just pretty much an escort mission with
Yeah.
doors. You had to wait for them to open. That's kind of so that one and the other one with the bridge. Those two didn't like that.
Hmm. All right. So the library and two betrayals. All right. What would you want uh improved from this game
Vehicle
in the
controls,
next one?
music balance. I feel like I can't really talk about the graphics because this is kind of an old game, so I'll give them a pass on that. But their controls for like everything in this game just feel so clunky or too floaty. It doesn't really feel like nice to play. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I said, it's either too floaty or it's too rigid. It's mostly just too floaty. The music also, like I said, needs a little bit of work with the balancing. Uh, they need to fix some of the like the one hit like car thing. That seems a little ridiculous.
Hmm.
Maybe turn off friendly fire. That kind of was annoying for a while. I think it was
All right.
great and annoying, but it's like
Um, I can't really answer what I would want them to fix in the next one because I've played the next one.
But
Um,
top two definitely the just just their physics. Just fix the physics. Make the
all
controls
right.
nice. Fix the music. That's what you gotta do.
All right. What did this game do well that you want them to do in the sequels?
Hmm. I feel like even though I was only vaguely paying attention to the story, I feel like definitely not the best story I've played, but I feel like it was definitely something. It made sense. There was definitely parts that didn't make sense, but the whole overarching, problem solution sort of thing made sense. I feel like I kind of want a little bit more variety from it, though. The whole
All right.
infection, or in this case, the flood, and then it's spreading, and then you gotta get rid of it. It's kind of a tried and it's kind of a little basic of a plot. It's been used many times before. Probably during whenever this game came out, it was I guess a little newer.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've played a lot of games that are similar in stories, where it's like, oh no, big infection, or oh no, big takeover, gotta fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want a little bit more complex story. I think that's probably something they can improve on that I would enjoy seeing.
Right. So you like the story and you want them to like kind of bring that over, kind of is what I'm hearing.
I feel like it was one of the best parts of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the atmosphere was pretty good in most of the levels too. The atmosphere probably is what they did best. Even though the graphics,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, were a little dated, with the graphics that they did have, I think that they nailed the atmosphere. Like I said, it wasn't really fun to play because of all those other problems I said before, but they definitely nailed the atmosphere, especially with the music. The music was fine. Music was fine. It's just the volume and the presence of the music
The
didn't
mixing was bad.
feel that didn't feel right. The actual music itself is fine
So
though.
so like the sound mixing, you would say you would kind of want fixed.
I felt like the music was abrupt and too loud a lot of the times. I would like a little bit more subtle, introducing of the music. Make the music feel a little bit more like it's not just overpowering everything else that you're hearing.
Mm-hmm. All right. That makes sense. Um, Overall rating out of 10, what would you give it?
And being like the best game I've played ever, um,
Mm-hmm.
would probably be like a solid 3.
That's very low. I'm really surprised by that. I would give this at least a 6.5 out of 7, or a 7. Yeah. I think there's like 3 missions that I genuinely don't like out of 10, because there's 10 missions, right? So I think it's pretty easy. I don't like Assault on the Control Room. I don't like the library, and I don't like Two Betrayals. But aside from that, I like every other mission, right? So I think that it's I would say it's a 7 out of 10. That's what I'll give it.
Like I said,
I'm surprised you went so low.
it depends on how
I
we're
think
rating it, right? If we're rating it like how it holds up, it's a 3. If we're rating it like probably how
if
it,
you were playing it
if I was playing
20 years ago,
when it came out, that's probably like a 6 or a 7, yeah. But in the modern day, it doesn't hold up, and that's why I'm saying 3. So,
all right, yeah,
that's how I see it.
all right, that makes sense. All right, I think that's where we're gonna cut it. Thank you guys so much for watching this series and this retrospective and these streams. So if you're going to if you're still here, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the way out. It really helps out the channel on YouTube. And if you're here on Twitch, then make sure to leave a follow. If you're on YouTube, also make sure to leave a follow on Twitch. It's free. It's not like subscribing where you have to pay money for it. It really helps me out, though. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Trey, say goodbye.
Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next series.
Yes, and the next series we're going to be playing Halo 2 and seeing how that holds up. But yeah, that's going to be all. See you guys later.